Alright, that was our theme song. Taken from the X-Men theme. We just kind of did our own version of it. So yeah. Anyway. Hey, listeners, and welcome to the Madhouse episode 16. I'm your host, Ultimate553, and joining me this week is
Zachary Miller.
Steven Kovoc.
Okay, so yeah, we got a, well, not really a theme song, but we kind of invented our own because we kept asking you guys to, yeah, oh well. So anyway, so yeah, today is Friday, June 3rd, and pretty cool thing because a movie came out today called Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Out of the Shadows, or TMNT 2. I don't really, it's just one of those long names. So just a little, I mean, obviously Steven here doesn't really care about the movie, but let's just, briefly talk about it. I actually saw the movie the first time, like back in 2014. My brother was thinking like it's just babies or whatever, like big giant mutant babies, like I mean, it's supposed to be a reboot of the old ones, and it's good. I mean, it's a good reboot in my opinion. It is not bad, honestly. It basically, I think the first week it came out, people were saying it had really bad reviews on it because it was such a bad movie. It's like, don't do it. It's like the saying, don't judge a book up by its cover. Like, just because a movie has bad reviews does not mean it's a bad movie.
Like with X-Men Apocalypse.
Yeah,
critics really seem to not like that movie. It got a 47% on the day that critics were able to watch it.
Yeah.
And we saw it recently, and it was great.
Well, I'm not going to talk about that, but for this movie, this sequel,
I'm just giving it
a very cool. Which is a very, very long name. You got Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Out of the Shadows. That's 8 words. Come on, what are those words? Like, that's a lot. I mean, I've seen the trailers, and now that it's out, I'm not actually gonna see it. I mean, not today, obviously, because it just came out, and the crowd of people are gonna be crowded over. But I probably will see it when it's still in theaters. And I mean, from the trailers that I've seen, like Megan Fox is in it, and she's like supposed to be like a sex icon or something. like in the trailer, she's like looking all hot and attractive. It's like they just want to cast her in a role and make everyone like, oh my gosh, she's so hot, like that kind of thing,
Mm-hmm.
So I think that because in Transformers, she was.
I'm sure
you know, she was like, yeah.
I'm sure that somewhere out there, someone masturbates to her.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
I wouldn't doubt that.
she's super attractive and everything. I'm definitely gonna see it. Not today because it just came out, but I'll be seeing it sometime. And I mean, it looks like a fun thing. The idea of the movie is that they're like fighting these people, these gangsters who are like somehow. And from the trailers I've seen, I mean, it just came out, so I'm not gonna see it when it just came out because that's not something I do for this thing. But because the first one I didn't see when the day came out, but. It looks like a fun movie, and like they have these people who basically the same thing as the Turtles, and it just, I mean, it was a good movie. I enjoyed it. The first time I saw it, it was I think the people are complaining about the overuse of CGI because in the old movies they were like practical effects. They got people in costumes that actually look real. In the new movie, it's like too much CGI. It's like not a problem. I mean, I guess people, but the fact that Megan Fox did it was because. In Transformers, she couldn't act or something. I mean, I don't believe that. But like this one, it looks like she's doing a better job at actually portraying a character well. And I get it. She's like, you know, a sex icon or something. What do you think?
What do you think about Megan Fox?
Like, did she like bring a bad impression on movies at all?
I don't know. I think they may just bring a bad impression on her because they're not used.
Yeah.
I guess since. She's been used as a quote-unquote sex idol.
Yeah.
They're not really using her for
it's
acting.
Like in one of the trailers for just a new movie. I'm just gonna call it tmnt too because the title's freaking long. Like there's a scene where she takes off her wig and she's like, you know, cuts out her thing and she looks all, you know, sexy. It's like, really? I mean, people are like, oh my gosh, Megan Fox, she's so fucking hot. Like, yeah. It's like, it's so great that this is happening to me. Like. Really? So, honestly, I'll probably see it, not today, because, like I said before, it just came out. But, I mean, I was in the theaters for a few movies that I was seeing, and like, some kid was like, oh my gosh, TMNT. It's like, cool. Some kid in the theater is like, so excited about this movie. Because, like, apparently they should have never made a sequel to it, but too late. I mean, one point I'll briefly bring it is this week is not actually movie themed. I'm just bringing it up because it happens to be come out today. So this is not going to be movie themed, but just thought I'd bring that up. TMNT 2. There's actually a great.
The movie looks like it addresses some of the problems people had with the first one.
Yeah.
A lot of the characters that people are like, where the hell are these characters?
Yeah.
Well, they're in this one.
Yeah.
Like the rhino dude and the hippo dude. Pig dude.
Yeah. But, oh, I'm a piggy. But I mean, it was one of the quotes that actually came from the movie that actually happens to do with the plot, the title of the movie, Out of the Shadows. Like, what point do you believe this is not? We're supposed to be in the shadows. It's like, you know. I think the CGI isn't too overused, but I think the movie industry is trying to like trying to get back with practical effects and stuff. So yeah, that's all I can say for this new movie. It just came out. I'm looking forward to seeing it. Maybe a few weeks from now. It looks fun. So yeah. Anyway, so that's all I can really say. Gaming. This is a big thing. The first thing I want to talk about is in Pokemon. Why? It's a question of it. It's also it's not just the anime. It's also the games, because Pokemon started as a game. Like it's been 20 years since the game came out, and I've always kind of been wondering. I've seen a theory on this too, but I didn't look into it very much. But like, why only 6 Pokeballs? Why can't you have more than that? Because like, there's a point in the anime where Ash was actually he caught a Krabby or something, and he couldn't use it because it's like, oh, you can only do 6 Pokemon. Why? Why only 6? I don't get it.
No. I think it's kind of a game mechanic.
Yeah.
More so. Or just not to make it too overpowered. Because imagine a guy carrying like, how much Pokemon are there now?
Like 720.
Let's just imagine a guy carrying about 500 Pokemon.
Oh my gosh.
Imagine how weird that would be.
A bag full of Pokemon. They're like, alright, I have no idea what this fucking thing is.
Yeah, exactly. It would be so unorganized.
But why is it a thing now in the games and the anime? Why you can only carry 6 Pokeballs? Like, I mean, it's always been a thing, but like, what if they made a mechanic where you could have like 10 or 12 or something? Like,
again, well, I think 6 is a good number for them. I don't know. I think there's really not much questioning on it.
Yeah.
It's just kind of the number they chose. You know, I think
Interesting.
6 Pokemon would be good enough for a player to have at max.
Yeah, it's just really weird that it's still a thing, because like, if you have your if you can't have a Pokemon, then that's all you can. You can't only carry that. It's like, I mean, if they changed it, that'd be pretty cool, but like, maybe it's one of those things where they should just keep it like that way. Nothing. Yeah. Go ahead.
I think since they've done it long enough.
Yeah.
It's just kind of natural for them.
Yeah, it's kind of like it's like something where you can change it, it just looks bad. Or
plus,
if you change it,
I think it's kind of fun because, you know, 6 slots and over like, let's just say, we're not gonna count like, we're only gonna go to Sinnoh.
Yeah.
Like over 400 Pokemon to use. You can do for a lot of strategy and a lot of different combinations.
I mean, for me, like, I like doing, like, I want to have, like, a certain type. I want to have, like, you know, your basic water, fire, grass, electric, dark. You know, some of those types that you'd probably be able to come up against. Like, something that could counteract psychics, any of those things. Like, because, I mean, it happens. And it's really annoying when you have, like, 6 Pokemon, and it's like, I mean, the point one being is that if you have 6 Pokemon, it's like, let's say you're fighting a water type, and you have you don't have an electric type, and you don't have a grass type. You're fucked, basically. You're basically fucked. It's like, that's why my point is that I think it'd be cool if they gave you more than 6 Pokeballs at a time, so that you could have an advantage.
Yeah, but like, I don't know. I kind of like that they keep it at 6.
Yeah. And then it's weird, but I guess it's just the way they do it. They've been doing it for a while, and they, you know, maybe we're able to change it. Anyway, so yeah. And that brings us to another thing about the Pokeballs. So in the anime, I mean, I know this is supposed to be gaming, but the anime is based off of the games, so they're still in the same category. And the fact that there's some points in the anime where Ash will take out the Pokeball and then it'll just like say go, whatever. It's like, well, how do you know that Pokemon is in there? He could be taking a Pokeball out and just go, I don't know, some Pokemon, and he expects the Pokemon to come out of that Pokeball, but it's completely different. It's like, how do you know what Pokemon is inside which ball?
That is an interesting question. Yeah. Maybe it is just memory.
Like, maybe he just automatically knows that, this Pokeball contains my I don't know, my
no, you can get like a feel for what Pokemon's inside the ball.
I mean, kind of with seals in the fashion thing of the Pokemon, like the contests, they have little like symbols on the Pokeball that tell you how to pull them apart. So like, actually, the first episode of Pokemon, you have the Pikachu's Pokeball. It actually has a lightning symbol, so you know it's electric type. And this is a Pikachu.
I think though they can feel, I guess, sort of what Pokemon are using. Like feel the energy.
But like if you just like you're like, okay, go Torterra, and out pops an Inferno, you'll be like, what the fuck?
Huh.
I didn't command you to come out. It's like another thing that happened to that was is a Oshawott from the Black and White era of the anime. He'll just randomly pop out whenever he wants to. It's like how do I know if I'm setting out a Pokemon? Also, another annoying mechanic of that series game is that what they should do is they should let you, so when you're in a battle, you can choose which Pokemon goes out first, so then you don't have to just say, okay, go, so, and then you have to just, like, switch some Pokemon if you don't have a good advantage. It's annoying. What do you think? You think that's, like, do you think it should happen, or?
I think, yeah. I think they should try that out.
It could be real. It could help, battle and stuff. It's like in the game, if they make it a new game, hopefully, I'm hoping that they'll do this for the new Sun and Moon games that they're coming out. They just reveal even that's like ridiculously stupid that they're having already a new generation. It's only been 3 years since they last came out. But I think they should. I think that's the mechanic I'm hoping for the new games is that they actually input that into the game. Of where you can, or where it's like, which Pokemon do you want to send out? And you can put, because the one, like, actually, what I'm probably trying to say is that, so a trainer will take out their Pokemon, and like, okay, and then it'll pop up a menu saying, which Pokemon do you want to send out? You can pick your Pokemon to the advantage, and then you can defeat them that way. It's way easier, because if you have a Pokemon, or a Pokemon that you send out, and it doesn't even do you just, obviously, you can kill your Pokemon, or I'm saying kill, because, honestly, fainting Pokemon, It's like they run out of energy, and then they suddenly wake. Because in the anime you see like Pikachu is wiped out, and then he wakes up. It's like, well, he's alive then. Because it's better if you could just kill the Pokemon. Like, I'm gonna kill your Pokemon. It's like, yep. It makes sense more. I think it really does, because then it really. I mean, they faint, but what does that mean? It's like it's like you're dead. Like, oh my God, I'm fainting.
They think of the children. That's my only response.
Okay.
It's like, oh my gosh, my Pokemon just fainted.
No.
Wake up!
If the Pokemon games were home to adults, then they say dead.
Although you say kill a lot, and they're like, my Pokemon just died. Because it's the game where you can visit things that have Pokemon that died.
What game is this?
Pokemon.
I know what series, but what version of Pokemon?
All of them. Like, I think there's one location in each game where you can visit like a place where you have Pokemon that have died or something. It's like really weird. Supernatural, really. So yeah, that's another topic. And then so further on, I have a list here. Why only 4 moves in Pokemon in the game?
Again?
Because in the anime, and this has been proven, that Ash has used more than 4 moves for a single Pokemon. It has happened.
Well, let's have another thing. With like the overpowered stuff, is that imagine if you had like a Pokemon in the game, I guess.
Yeah.
Plus, I think it has to do with space as well, because you see like how they kind of set it up. Only room for 4 moves.
Yeah. And they have to start forgetting moves. It's really annoying, you know.
Yeah.
But in the anime, you hear Ash yell at least 5 moves or 6 moves.
Oh yeah.
Really weird.
But
okay. Yeah.
I think it's because, basically.
Yeah.
The thing is that with games like that.
Yeah.
You gotta understand that it kind of makes it more simpler too. Plus, you see that you can like switch out moves, and so also the thing is, if you have a bunch of stronger moves, what's the point of having the weaker moves?
Yeah, I mean, like one thing that had made fans of the anime furious is the time when Ash forgot the most powerful move that Pikachu can learn, which was Volt Tackle, and he replaced it with Electro Ball. It's like, dude, why would you do that? Why would you? Your most powerful attack is Volt Tackle, a really, really powerful move. That, of course, that damages are full, but it's really powerful. And you come to a new region, it's like, okay, I have a new move, Electro Ball. That looks fun. It sounds pretty weak, but I'm gonna use it. It's like, okay, what move do you want to forget? Full Tackle. It's like, dude, that's a really powerful move. You can never do that for this stupid ball move. It's ridiculous. It's like,
Okay.
why?
That's his choice.
But it's the most stupid. I mean, people are furious about that because it's like that's one of the things that defines Ash being dumb in the anime is the fact that he's dumb. And like, I have noticed in the anime that so there's a recent episode of the anime I saw where his Pokemon evolve.
Okay.
And it's like, okay, so he has to look up a new Pokemon every time it evolves. It's like, oh my gosh, a Pokemon evolved. I wonder what it is. It's like, you just evolve it. You don't just, why do you have to just for every Pokemon that evolves?
Understand this, they get kicked out when they're 10.
What?
They get kicked out of their house when they're 10.
Yeah.
That's right. They're 10 years old. Maybe in the 5th grade, but I'm going to kick you out of the house. Bye-bye. They never see their parents again.
Another thing that's really stupid about Ash is the fact that, like he'll already know a Pokemon. He's seen a Pokemon in a previous region. He'll come to a new region, and the Pokemon happens to be there too. It's like, what's that Pokemon? It's like, you know already. Speak in your memory.
Hey.
Use your X-Men power to go back in your memory.
Hey.
Remember you looked it up, like, and then had Pokemon. It's like,
Hey.
what the hell?
It never hurts to double check.
But that's what makes Ash the most. I mean, he is somewhat intelligent, but his brain lacks,
Common knowledge.
Yes, it's like he's so stupid. It's like, I mean, obviously they can't change. They changed his voice to make him old, to make him sound older, but he's only gonna be 10.
Mm-hmm.
But like, the fact that he has to look up Pokemon that he's visited before in a previous region, and the new region, it's like, you know what that Pokemon is, or it's like, my Pokemon evolved. Oh my gosh, that's what that is. It's like, really?
Oh yeah.
It's stupid.
Yeah, I guess.
You what do you think on that?
On what?
What we're talking about?
Ash's stupidity.
Stupidity?
Ash's stupidity.
I don't. He's not stupid.
He is. He's a moron. He's an idiot.
Well, let's hear Steven out.
I've never watched the anime. I might have.
Well, do you know anything about Ash?
Ash is a kid.
Yeah.
And he wears a baseball cap.
He wears a baseball cap. Okay.
And he wears a Back to the Future vest.
No.
Like Marty. He wears a t-shirt, he wears jeans, and he has these weird gym gloves. And he has anime hair.
He has lightning on his cheeks. I wonder how that got there.
AKA he's Harry Potter.
Ever wonder how his lightning thing got there? It's like, I was like my lightning. Ah! It's weird.
He's like Harry Potter.
Yeah.
He's Harry Potter.
It's like, I never really thought about that. Like, how Ash has these little lightning things on his. How did that happen?
Asher Potter.
Was he born like that?
Ashy Potter. Ashy Potter.
No.
Ash Potter. No.
But obviously there must be a reason for that.
Harry Ketchum?
What? Well, because I mean they don't really explain how he got this little thingy, but.
Why is his name Ash out of all things?
I don't know.
And it's like when he was born, his parents were like, "Oh, what are we gonna name him?" And they were like, "I know." And then she looks out the window and she sees Mount St. Helens. And she's like, "I know, Ash."
That's the stupidest thing I've heard about her.
Oh, I'm sorry.
What would you name your child after Ash? It's like randomly falling Ash.
I mean,
here's Ash. Name Ash.
Assuming he was like 16 back. When did the first game come out?
96. I think in Japan. I think in America came out in 98.
Yeah. So 96. So if he was about 15, okay. So his mom was probably watching Mount St. Helens erupting, and then there was ash flying everywhere, and she was like, and they were like, "What should we name our kid before we fucking get out of here?" Wait, no, she gave birth to a car, and they were driving away from the mountain.
Yeah.
Like all action movies down. And then they're like, what? You're having a baby in the fucking car? And then she gives birth in the fucking car.
Yeah.
And then it's like, oh, what should we name our child? Wait, we have to focus on that right now. We gotta get the fuck out of here. And then she was like, oh, I know. And then she looks out the window and sees all the ash, and she's like, Ash! Ash!
Brilliant.
And then Dad's like, okay, whatever, I don't give a fuck, we gotta get out.
Dad dies.
And then
get the idea.
I think there's a pun on Ash's last name. Ketchum.
Ketchup?
Oh, yeah.
Get it?
Ketchup.
Oh. Yeah. I wonder how that came up. I wonder how they make up the meme.
Ketchup.
Basically, his last name is a pun on the meme, on the very same meme.
Well, yeah, that's on purpose.
And then his father is a mystery. I've seen threads on his father. Like, who could Ash's father be? Like, who knows?
Ooh, I know where that came from. Thousands of years ago.
What if
The
Professor
Ketchum
Oak is
family.
his father?
That would be really messed up.
No,
That'd be
ketchup.
fucked up. Like, totally.
Ketchup.
Well, I'm off to bang your mother.
Ooh. I know why they're called Ketchum. Because they're running away from some soldiers, right? Some guards. And during, like, the medieval times. And then the knights were like, catch them! I don't know.
You gotta understand, though, it's the last name. It's based on the guy.
It's like what guy?
Father.
Who?
The husband.
I know, I'm fucking
It's
crazy.
not really any anime about that.
I was like, no, it's just life.
Yeah.
Last name
Ketchup.
comes from the father.
Yeah.
Surname.
Makes sense.
Then there's maiden name, which is the mother's last name.
Delia. Or no, Delia Ketchum is this.
What's her last name?
Ketchum?
Ketchup? Ketchup?
Ketchum. Just
Ketchup.
like Ash.
Whatever.
Ash Ketchup.
Oh, God. That's ridiculous.
I'm sorry. I'm crazy. I
You
come up with
are crazy.
theories.
You're like awesome crazy about this.
I come up with the craziest theories.
Yeah, you
okay?
do. A little. I think we're done with that topic. What?
What?
Oh God.
No bearded Pikachu.
I'll have to put that link down. Send that to me, okay?
I looked up Ash Ketchum.
Hey, look, it's 50-year-old Ash. Or 30-year-old Ash.
So this has been a thing like
No, I get it.
in games. They have this whole like thing where they release a game every year. I'll get to it later. But the Call of Duty has been running for what, like
A long
15
time.
years? I don't know, a while. And so they announced a new game because they like to do it every year. And they're calling it Infinity Warfare, pretty sure. And it's the first game in space. And then my brother commented on, like shared the link or something, and he's like, "Oh my gosh, they're finally copying Halo." And it's just literally it's like Call of Duty is like, I mean, it's a fun franchise. I play a lot of the games, but
Yeah.
this is where it's like, are you serious? Are you doing this now? Because
Advanced
it's
Warfare, right?
basically it's called Infinity Warfare.
What?
It's a new game called Infinity Warfare.
That's what it's
Call
called?
of Duty Infinity Warfare, and the idea is that it's the first one in space.
It's a
not
Call of
like-
Duty space shooter.
Especially, it's basically like Halo, except not quite. It's like now they're just copying Halo. I mean, you played Halo before, right?
Yeah.
Yuppie.
Master Chief, yeah. It's one of my favorite video game franchises. It is really fun.
I have Combat Evolved, which is the first
Yeah.
one.
Yeah.
FBSI.
What?
FBSI.
First
Person Space Invader.
Oh.
First person Space Invader.
Since they're doing it in space.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
But yeah, this new game, I'm not really so sure about it. I think they're just, I think, like these kind of games, I think they should just stop while they're ahead because, well, because it's like I think the last game was like the most futuristic game ever. It's like great. Where have I heard that before? And then you have this new game. It's like the most futuristic game yet today. Done by more than any Call of Duty has ever done before. It's like, now where have I heard that before? Because it's literally Halo. Like Call of Duty and Halo are basically like competing at this point.
Mm-hmm.
And it brings us another topic that happens to that is Battlefield and Call of Duty.
Oh yeah.
They're like it's kind of like Xbox and PlayStation where they're like competing games.
Mm-hmm.
Because Battlefield unveiled a new game called Battlefield 1, and it's the first World War I based type game, which is very interesting because I don't think any of the Call of Duty or the Battlefield series has done World War I. I mean, Battlefield did a World War II, but not World War I, and this is a new one. I mean, looks fun. I might play it, but I think that it's a really weird, stupid name. Battlefield 1. It's like, oh boy, it's the first Battlefield game. think again. The first Battlefield game was called 1942. It's like, I think it's one of those weirdest names they've ever come up with. I mean, I get it, World War One, but seriously.
Yeah, World War One. Yeah.
I mean, that's pretty cool.
World War
What do you
One,
think on that?
There is a mod in the Battlefield 1942 where you can play World War One.
Really?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Interesting.
Like there's a mod.
Screw the mod. Let's make another game based on the mod.
Whoa. Okay. So it would be interesting if they made a mod for Battlefield 1 where you could play.
Or,
2.
no, the first one was called Battlefield 1942, and then this one's called Battlefield 1, but it's confusing us all because I get it, it's based off of World War One, but like, it doesn't really make sense because it's Battlefield 1. That means it's the first game in the series. I don't know. I think a Battlefield. I mean, the Battlefield series is basically like Call of Duty. It's like Call of Duty, and they're kind of competing. They're kind of competing, you know.
Yeah, I know.
Because Call of Duty is trying to basically copy Battlefield. They're kind of like it's like the Xbox and PlayStation. They're like at war with each other about trying to make a better game. It's like, I like a game about this. All that game that's all back in this timeline. We'll just make a game that's more futuristic than you can make. Oh yeah? We'll make a game that's 10,000 years in the future. It's like, give it already. It's like, enough with the future stuff, and enough with the, I mean, obviously they're a competition.
Sooner or later, I'll just hit Dead Space.
You did not just say that.
I
What did
did.
you say?
Oh my gosh.
What did you just
I've
fucking
actually
say?
will hit Dead Space, which is another, it's actually a horror franchise, and Zach loves horror. He's a horror fanatic, and that's one thing we don't have in common. Unfortunately.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like,
Saw movies.
yeah, not really. But
Me, yes.
I mean, I think the Battlefield series has made one futuristic game, and that's Battlefield 2142. And that was set in the future. That's the first Battlefield game set in the future. And then there's Battlefield Cardline, which came out. I haven't played that, but it's supposed to be like a cops and robbers type game. But I mean, I don't know. It's like, well, I mean, they also unveiled this new compilation called Modern Warfare Trilogy. But like, I don't hate compilations, but I'm getting sick of them. Like, you don't need to do that over again. You don't need to release a. It's like they have that compilation. They have the Batman Arkham compilation, which includes all the Arkham games except I think Origins. No, yeah, I think it has I can't remember. I think it has Night through Night. I don't know. But I'm getting sick of the compilations because they do it all the time, and it's like, I mean, like I said before, I don't hate them, but they're annoying. You think so?
I'm not sure. I haven't really heard much about these compilations.
But it's weird. It's like, I don't know. It's really confusing. It's like, I don't know what to say about it.
I don't know. I mean, like, I can understand why they make compilations of it because, like, you don't want to kind of go, like, trying to find each individual game.
Because you can get all these, you can get great deals, like, it's like, you can get all three games in the entire franchise for just $30. It's like, or you can get all these games for like $50. I mean, one of the things I was pointing out was that, so I found I think it was a math tab or something that was like $10 off. Like, he saved $10. Wow, that's so much. It's like that's
a penny saved is a penny earned.
I guess, but like seriously, it's just weird. It's ridiculous that they do that. I mean, they're pretty cool. I mean, they do a lot of things with that, but like, and then another, I can't really say that. I can't really finish that sentence right there because I don't know where to go with that. But because I don't really know much about that because it's just, I mean, it's puzzling and weird, but like, I guess that if they wanted to do that, I can't stop them.
Yeah.
But sooner people are gonna get a little sick of it.
Well, yeah, I can understand that.
Yeah.
Everyone has their different opinions on things.
I don't hate it, but I think that people are gonna get, I think people are gonna get like, they're not gonna get their money's worth. They're gonna pay for something and then it's gonna be like shit. It'll be this shit thing where like it's like, you know, like what I'm trying to say is that they'll make a compilation and they'll basically get rid of all this content that you should have had. Or whatever. Yeah. Or you'll have DLC for this one game, but not the other game, which was supposed to have DLC or something. DLC is a big thing now, is that they'll try to do that, like
downloadable content.
Yeah, downloadable content. Like the one DLC pack that we never got ever was from the Hobbit video game, Lego Hobbit video game. They said because they made a trilogy of the Hobbit movies, which I've said many times on the podcast before. Not a good idea, but I'm a big fan of Middle Earth, so I can't say I hate them. But they made a Lego game. It was based off the first two installments, which I think was just around the time that the third one came out. And they said, yeah, we'll release the Battle of the Five Armies as a DLC. The entire set story of that would be a DLC. Yeah, they never did that ever. They were going to do that, but it never happened. So that's what makes me really annoyed. It's like they say, yeah, we'll do this, and then they don't. Or it's I think one of the games that happened where they were in development for they were almost done with the game and they never did it was Fable Legends, which is a prequel to Fable, which is a fantasy game series. And they got so close to finishing it that they canceled it. They canned it. So yeah, Steve, you should be on this too. You can be a little silent here. Stevie.
Cool. What?
We're talking about the Fable games, or about
what games?
Because basically the Fable Legends was a fantasy series, or it was a prequel to the fantasy series. It was exclusive on the Xbox One, I think PlayStation 4, I think, and they were so close to develop. They were really, I think at least a couple of, I'm not even sure a year, but they were really far. They were about to release it, and then they're yeah, we're just not gonna do that. It's like, why would you do that? Why would you get so far into development on a game, and then it's last minute, oh yeah, we're not doing this. We'll scrap the entire thing. It's after all that hard work of making a game, and then saying, yeah, it's not worth it. I find it annoying. Do you have any opinion on that?
I don't know. I've never played those games.
They're fun games. I mean, it's basically this huge fantasy thing, and Fable. You go and question everything.
I've never heard of that game.
It's a fun series, but they made this prequel where you play as four heroes, and they were so far into the development of the game that it actually never happened. And then I think we were really close. We were gonna release it, and then I think a day or two before the release, they decided not to release it, and they just canned it. It's why go for all that hard work, and it just falls to nothing? It's stupid, and it's a waste of time to get that far into a game and not release it. It's I don't understand, because it looks like a fun game. I mean, I might have played it.
Fable.
It's Fable Legends is actually a prequel to the original Fable on next-gen consoles. I believe it might have been it might have just been Xbox, but it might have also been on PlayStation. So, but it's just, dude.
I'm looking it up.
Oh yeah, look it up.
That's what I'm doing. I'm not just fucking around my phone. I'm looking it up.
Yeah, because that'll be that can happen. Because it's just So yeah, what do you think on that, Zach? Talking about, I haven't really had to talk about that. Ranting on a bit, like I do in front of. Hey, Donald guy does that too.
Yeah.
You know him. He likes to rant. So, what do you think? The Fable Legends game. It's one of those games where they get so far into development. I was talking to you about this before. What do you think? Do you think it's annoying when they get so far in development, make this game get so far and then you just can at the last minute? It's a few days. It's a couple. Literally, I believe it was a couple days before they released the game, and it's so we're canning it. I mean, people are pre-ordering it. It's yeah, we're canning it, and everyone's what?
No, stop.
You fucking serious? You were about to release the game, and it's yeah, we're canning it. It's canning it means like not releasing it.
No.
It's stupid.
Canning it basically means throwing it away.
It's like you are so close to development. It's like, nope.
That kind of does suck. If they have a good reason, I could understand, but they don't, then that just sucks.
Yeah. And then so another thing that they released that people are that it's been all over the news. Big thing is this new game called Overwatch.
Oh.
It's basically this new multiplayer game. It looks very fun, like a family-friendly game. It has a big gorilla in it. It looks fun. Yeah. What?
What looks fun?
This new game called Overwatch. It's on next gen.
Overwatch?
Overwatch. It's new, kind of like goofy-ish multiplayer game. That's like a fun game. I mean, it's only available on next gen, on current, or I keep saying that, not next gen, current gen consoles, because truthfully told, I'm not even sure if I've talked about this in the podcast before. I might have, but if I have, it's okay.
Hold on, let me look it up.
I have, I got in the habit of calling current I kept calling the current gen console, which is the Xbox One and PS4. I kept calling them next gen. It's like my brother's like, they're called current gen. It's like because I wasn't ready for the Xbox to come out, the new Xbox. And now, people are. I mean, it's this Overwatch game. It looks a fun game. I mean, it looks kind of goofy, but no, I don't know much about it. But it looks like a really fun game. Like one of those games that I might actually buy and I mean, why not? It looks like. What do you think of it?
Yeah.
Think it looks like a fun game?
Overwatch? It looks cool. I don't play much games, but it looks like a pretty fun game.
I might get it because it's on PC, so you can get it on your. I think you can get. I'm not even sure if they have a Mac release, but.
Yeah. Different games for different consoles, different games for different computers.
But it looks like a fun game. I mean that brings another topic about the pricing for games. Is the fact that the people like the industry, the gaming industry likes to price games differently depending on what console they're on, and that's kind of it gets a little weird, a little annoying.
Yeah.
So like you'll have a $40 or $35 game on the DS or 3DS or whatever, and then you have like a $40 to $60 game on the other console. It's like, why? Why price them based off the console? Why? I don't get it.
I don't know. People are fans of consoles so much, they'll buy anything related to the console.
It's like I guess they base their prices off which console is more popular. So like the 3DS isn't.
It could be popularity, could be attachment.
I mean, maybe the 3DS isn't as popular, so the price thing is lower.
How if parents are gamers, then it's probably based off parents.
I guess. I mean, like you could get. I think there was a time where they priced. I mean, there's a couple of games that are on the Xbox and PlayStation that have been priced lower than $60. Like for example, I think the only games that are priced more than $60 are they're at least like 40 or something. I think I'm pretty sure they're at least 40 is the Lego games.
Lego games?
Yeah, Lego games. Those are the cheapest you can find. They're really cheap.
Yeah.
It's like at least $40 I think for Lego games.
Yeah.
Okay then. But I mean, I love Lego games. They're fun. I mean, they've brought them off the table. They have a whole lot of games. Most of the new Lego games they've had are just compilations.
Yeah. And
like one of the games that they just didn't use voice acting until 2012. But one game where they didn't even bother bringing the original the original actors who played the parts was in Lego Marvel Superheroes. And that was a fun game. It's still, I haven't beaten it, but fun game while it is. But they did not bring the original actors back.
Yeah.
Even like like in the Marvel Avengers, they did that. They have the actors who played the part in the movie, and they just brought the original audio. But I mean, it just you have like you got Iron Man voiced by not Robert Downey Jr. You have
What game are you talking about?
Lego Marvel Superheroes. You have that. You have all these. You have Captain America not voiced by Chris Evans. It's like,
What movie? What?
Lego Marvel Superheroes.
Oh right, okay.
You even have actually another game in the Marvel universe. The kid that came from the Marvel movie, Iron Man 2. So they had they had one actor who came back from the movie, and that was Don Cheadle as War Machine. He only he voiced his character, but Robert Downey did not voice his character. Like I get annoyed with that.
Oh. I see.
It's really stupid. They expect them to voice their original characters, and they don't, and it's like, what the hell? What?
Yeah. I understand that.
It's really stupid. And then the topic. So they announced. Okay, this is ridiculous because it's only been like 3 years since the new Xbox came out, but they've announced a new Xbox. That's ridiculous.
Wait, Xbox One isn't going to be the new one anymore?
It's called they're coordinating with Scorpio.
What?
I think it's like more teraflops or something. It's like 4 times Scorpio.
They're not even calling it Xbox anymore?
I don't know. I mean,
Is this going to be Xbox
I think it's
Scorpio?
supposed to be like an enhanced version of the Xbox.
Why are they doing this?
I think they're trying to make an enhanced version of the new Xbox that came out in 2013. As well as the PlayStation
Xbox
4.
One Scorpio.
I don't understand. I mean, it's been 3 years. I think their approach is just to make a better version of the Xbox One, to make an enhanced version of it. I mean, what else do you how else do you explain it?
They're releasing it next year.
I really don't know.
Why?
I don't understand.
What's the point?
I don't know why.
Why are they releasing it so soon? When did the Xbox One come out?
2013. November 2013.
That was 3 years ago.
3 years. The Xbox 360 actually, it died, it's been 10 years. It died. It's in production. I talked about that on a previous podcast. I mean, I understand that came out 8 years after the original, after the Xbox 360 came out, with the Xbox One. That's 8 years. That's a lot. That's a good amount of time.
Yeah, like look at the PS2. The PS2 came out in 2000, and the PS3 came out in 2006. So 6 years. It gave the PS2 6 years. They gave it to 6 years. And by the time they released this new Xbox Scorpio, they say that it's going to be released in 2017. The Xbox One will only have been out for 4 years, 3 or 4 years.
I know, it's ridiculous. I mean, I've only experienced the Xbox One for a little bit of time. It's like, why?
Like, at least wait 2 or 3 more years.
Or 5.
Wait until like 2020. Something like that. Wait until like 2020. And then release your Scorpio. I think they should give. I mean, at least wait about 5 years. At least 5 years, 5 6 years.
I think like this, it's just like, why?
At most 10.
I don't understand it.
Yeah.
It's too soon. It's only been 3 years. I mean, the Xbox 360, the original Xbox came out in 99? No.
They should wait like 2 years to at least announce.
Actually, I think the original Xbox came out in 2001, and then the Xbox 360 came out in 2005. That's 4 years. Not bad. And then the Xbox One came out in 2013. That's 8 years. 8 years is a long time. I mean, that's a good amount of time. But like, you have this kind of thing where it's like only 3 years. Why?
It's 3 years and they're already announcing a new console. That's a little ridiculous.
I was young.
Although, to be fair, you know the PS4, with Sony and the PS4, they're releasing an updated version of the PS4.
Yeah.
Sometime next year, something like that. I forget.
Give it time to experience the console for at least
when did the PS4 come out?
Same year as Xbox One.
So they're giving it only 2-3 years. for the PS4
Yeah.
and Xbox One. That's too little time. And Nintendo is already making plans for another console. So all the big console makers,
it's
they're
like
coming out with consoles, new consoles, way too soon.
Give it time to experience the console when it comes out. Give it like 5, 8 years, or 10 years even. Don't.
Anywhere between 5 to 10 years. All right, that's what I recommend. Anywhere between 5 to 10 years would be good.
I mean, it's like.
When I was young, I loved my PS2.
Yeah,
it was like one of the greatest things that.
One of my friends, his favorite console is the PS2. PS2 rocks. No matter how old it gets,
PS2 for life.
It is still my favorite console.
Yeah, mine broke though. I'm sad.
It's still like PS2 is one of the best consoles ever made.
It's literally it's when you look at top 10 lists for best video game consoles of all time, the PS2 is typically within the top 5 range.
I mean, it's like
for the most part.
Another thing about that is like the loading time. It's like you get a new console, they have to like do all the setup and everything, and then it's like okay, I have to do the setup, I have to do it, and then that takes forever. But like, the PS2 is like one of those consoles where you have to have the startup. It's like oh yeah, I'm gonna play it. Oh, the startup. Okay, I have to wait for the start to load. And then and then like I'll finally put the disc in. It's like it's stupid. I mean that's not stupid, but like how you gotta get a new console. You gotta have little give time to experience the console. More than 3 years, because people haven't experienced the Xbox One for that long. It's only been 3 years, or almost 3 years. It's like give it time. Give it you gotta like
5 to 10 years.
Give it a good 10 years before you're gonna just have a new console. Don't just already do it now. So and then actually so this has been ridiculous. So this year marks the 10th anniversary of when Half-Life 2 Episode 3 was announced.
Yeah.
Meaning never gonna happen. Means we're never gonna get a Half-Life 3 or a Half-Life 4.
I don't care.
I mean, like seriously.
Wait, they announced Half-Life 3.
10 years ago, they announced the Episode 3 of Half-Life 2 because they had an episodic. It was supposed to be a trilogy of episodic adventures that you can play in Half-Life 2. That was 10 years ago that they announced.
But they never released it?
Nope, never released it.
Oh, yeah.
It's ridiculous.
So that's why there's such a. That's why the Half-Life 3 meme exists.
Basically,
because they never released They never released the game, but they promised they would. Which is why that happened.
Yeah.
That's specifically why.
Trying to find on
here. What do you think about that? What do you think about the Half-Life?
And they announced it. I think they should follow up on it unless they give like an update for it.
I think that they said they were gonna like Half-Life, the final episode would be, and I quote this, will be released sometime around Christmas 2007.
Wow.
7. It's 2016 now. That's let's see about that. That's a good 9 years right there. 9 fucking years. What the fuck?
That's crazy.
Why would you take? I was watching a video about this. The fact that I think like Diablo 3 and Dark Souls or whatever took like 8 years and 11 years. I think it was like about 8 years and 11 years respectively. That's a long time. I mean, working on a game for 11 years.
Yeah.
More than 10 years of development. I mean that brings another point about the Half-Life series, and that they you know about Black Mesa, right? So I'm pretty sure the listeners know about Black Mesa. Black Mesa, if you don't know what it is, it's basically it's a enhanced remake, a very very enhanced remake. It looks amazing. Of the original Half-Life game, and they released it originally in September. I think it was September 14th of 2012. That was about 4 years ago, almost 4 years ago, and unfortunately, it was only half the game. So right now they put it up the full version of the game, and they're still like a fan, just like a fan base that they're developing the game, and it's basically they're adding they have all the world, all levels except the levels that have on the alien planet Zen. I don't know much about it. and they're planning on not just making the original game, but like extending it. Like they're basically making the original game, making it a remake, and then putting more plot to it, which is fantastic, I think, because the graphics look amazing. But I mean, obviously, it hasn't really gotten in much on it. But like, I think like Half-Life 3, I don't think they're ever gonna make a sequel. I mean, I don't know why can't you do that? Like, it's not hard to make a game. I mean, it really is not. I don't really get it.
I don't know.
I mean, honestly, I don't think they're ever gonna make a Half-Life 3. If they do, it's pretty cool. But
finally,
I don't think they would ever do it because it's been way too long. They were like, I think episode 2 came out in 2006. That's 10 years ago. So it's ridiculous. I think it's like insane that a game like that can take, like, I mean, obviously Half-Life has been a meme forever, but like, I don't think they're ever gonna make a new game based off of my Bobby is off of, but like, I think they're ever gonna make a new game in Half-Life series because. When you say you're making a trilogy, that means you're making a trilogy.
Ooh, I found the song on Half-Life.
Oh yeah?
I don't know why Gabe and
playing a little song here.
It's made by a YouTuber called
Maybe he's on the staff.
Okay.
Maybe he's what's preventing the game from coming out. Who knows?
Yeah, pretty much. Wow. That's ridiculous.
Tomodachi Life.
Anyway, so yeah, that's a little video about Half-Life 3.
It's from Vine Sauce, a YouTuber. Let's play Tomodachi Life. Watch him.
I found on the ranking they put PlayStation 2 on WatchMojo.com.
Oh yeah.
They put on the top. They put on the second best console.
I wonder why.
What's number 1? Xbox 360. I'm assuming.
Check.
Now listen to my song. It had been 10 lonely years.
But I mean, I like the Half-Life series. I played a little bit of it. It is a fantastic.
I've never played them, but I've seen much of them.
I think about.
They say the top one is the original NES.
Wow.
Seriously?
Like.
Yeah, 1985.
Half-Life is a great game because you play as a silent protagonist. I mean, one of those games where they made bad films, never make an actual film, and it's like one of those things where with Valve is that they said they're gonna make like a new game like with Half-Life 3, Portal 3. I think they should make a Portal 3 because the Portal 2 ending is great.
They make a joke on.
They don't know how to count the 3.
Yeah, Dave Newell not being able to count the 3. It's like 1, 2, ended at 2.
My question to him, if he was in the room right now, is why is it so hard to make a third installment in your franchise? Why?
Because they don't because the Illuminati. They don't want it to look like the Illuminati.
I mean, I think it should happen. I don't know why they're making a new one because fans have been wanting it for years. I mean years. Fans want a new game in the Half-Life series. I don't know why they haven't done it because I mean I haven't only played a little bit of the first game. It is a fantastic game series, and the fact that they haven't done it yet is ridiculous. And if they do it, that would be awesome.
Yeah, I've never played any of them. So.
I hope they do it because that would be freaking awesome if they do a new game. Because especially Episode 3, because Episode 3 would, if they're gonna make it, if you plan a trilogy of games, and if you never follow through on the third game, pans are gonna get really annoying. I think I said pans. Pans are gonna get really annoying.
Pans?
Zach, come over here.
What?
I'm right here.
Get on the mic.
I'm right here. Can you hear me, people? Yes, they can. We're
I don't
good.
know. You should get on the mic here. You get on the mic.
Is this good?
I didn't hear you. So yeah, man, games. Another topic. Games that take freaking forever to release. I've seen like things where it's like I think it's like one of the games like either Sleeping Dogs or Watch Dogs. I haven't really played the games. I don't really want to play the games, but like it's like one of those games where like
Story.
my mic. Well, they take forever to make it, and they're like, oh yeah, the game's almost finished, and then they delay it. It's like enough delays. Why can't you just make a game and just have it done?
I don't know.
Errors.
Like, what could possibly be wrong with the game?
The famous error sign.
Error.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
You divided 0 by 0. Cannot compute.
I mean, I don't like it when they
You
say,
divided by 0.
You're so used to having a game to release, and then when they say it's like, oh yeah, we're not gonna release that, and I think one of the things was like one of the games was like it was supposed to release in like November of whatever year it was, and then it wasn't, and then they're like, oh yeah, delaying until this date. It's like fans have wanted this game forever, and you're not giving the game to them. Fuck you. You make your goddamn mind up.
God damn it.
It's ridiculous. It's like it's like I mean, I don't really mind it too much, but like for fans who don't like delays, it is so stupid.
Yeah, I understand that.
I mean, seriously, if you were a gamer and like, wanted a game to come out and it was like apparently it's like, oh my gosh, November 20th or something, and then it's like, oh yeah, so it won't be out until April 5th. It's like, fuck.
I waited 6 months, and I had to wait 2 more months.
Like, come on, cut us a break. Give us the game, give us the game now.
Give us a fucking
We will find you and we will kill you if you don't give us the game.
He will destroy you. He will destroy you.
It's like, and then I mean, they announced the Titanfall 2, Destiny 2. I mean, that'd be cool. I mean, like, cause you know about Destiny, right?
Yeah, I've heard Destiny.
Because with the Halo franchise, it's always been like the first thing it was 4 songs was like Halo 2, Halo 1, 2, 3, and Reach. Now also ODST. That's 5 games right there, for sure. Alright, these are 4 or 5. Did I name 5 or 4?
5 or 4? What?
Halo 1, 2, 3, ODST, and Reach. That's 5. So Bungie made 5 Halo games.
Yeah.
Cool. And so then they decided they're not making Halo games anymore. Fans were so disappointed with that. And then then 343 Industries, pun intended, because there's a character called 343 Gilson Park.
Yeah.
Pun right there. I don't even know how that even happened. Is that supposed to be a pun? Because the company is called 343 Industries, and there's a character in the game series called 343 Gilson Park. Get it? I guess it's supposed to be based off of that. I don't even know.
Did you know that in a lot of Pixar movies they have this secret thing called A1?
Yeah, I know that.
Yeah, everyone should know about that by now.
But
it's been said too much.
Yeah. But so the T43 started working on the games. They made 2 games. Actually, I think they made 3. They made 3. They made Halo 4, Halo Combat Evolved Anniversary, which is a remake of Halo 1. Which has multiplayer from the Halo Reach engine, because why would you use the old engine when people are so used to having the multiplayer on the Reach engine, which is a new one, and great game by the way, looks awesome. And then they had Halo, I think it was Spartan Assault and Spartan Strike, and then the Halo 5 Guardians, and they've made that many, and then so it's like those kind of games. They make sequels that take forever to come out, and it's like, I mean, Titanfall. I don't even know when that game came out. I think it was like 2013 or something. Mm-hmm. That's a good amount of time, you know. Actually, I think it's I think they made Titanfall, and Destiny looks like a fun game. I mean, the only reason I'm saying that is because it looks kind of the same mechanics, because obviously it's like the same developer. To be honest, I can't really. Yeah. It's like directors in movies. I can't really distinguish a movie between directors. I feel like the same movie by a different director, like I can't know the difference. like, what's the difference? I don't even know. I mean, I guess the way they're written or something, but I can't tell the difference. And if it's a game made by the same developer, I guess I can see the difference because it's the same mechanics.
I guess.
Because, that makes sense, right?
Yeah.
But, I mean, I'm not angry about it, but like seriously, it looks fun. I mean, I think they announced Dishonored 2, which is a thief game. Have you played Dishonored?
No.
Heard of it? Oh my gosh, that game was. I've only played a little bit of it. It is brutal because it is. I think I've talked about this before on the podcast. I don't remember. There's been so many of these. But there's a point in the game that I played where you're looking at like I think like you're above a few guards. And there's these killer rats in the game, and they literally go up to these two soldiers and they strip them into the skeletons basically. But like you see rats gets on them, it's like and then they see like their armor gets ripped out, their flesh gets ripped out, and then just die. It's like
oh wow.
It's like, oh my god, what did I just see? That's ridiculously it's just like disgusting.
Wow.
So yeah, they've announced Dishonored 2. Actually, they've announced many games. Titanfall 2, Dishonored 2, Destiny 2. I expected that would happen because why would not that happen?
Yeah.
And then so this happened twice. They had Lost Planet 3, which is I think I talked to you about this to you about this, Zach. So Lost Planet 3 is it's the third installment in the Lost Planet series, which is a really fun series, by the way. Check it out and play it. So they had the first two, Lost Planet Colonies, I think, and Lost Planet 2, and they made a sequel/prequel called Lost Planet 3. So no the 3 in that game. 3. So you'd think, it takes place after the second one. Wrong. It's a prequel to the first two games. What in the fuck? Why?
Well,
Why would you do that? Why would you make a sequel, a game that's numbered, the number after the second game, make it a prequel?
It's the third game they made, and they decided to take place back before the first one, probably.
But, come on!
Well, I mean, you gotta have backstory somewhere. If it's going to be the third game, you might as well have it be the third game.
But, seriously.
You already have the first game.
Yeah,
you're going to say, this is going to be Dead Planet Zero.
What?
Exactly.
What kind of game is that?
Exactly.
Not a game, is it?
Well, imagine that it's like you have 1 and 2, and then you have 0.
Yeah.
How would that work out?
I don't know.
Would you rather have it go like that? It's like, here's the first game. Here's the second game. Here's the 0th game.
The 0th game?
Yep.
That's not a number, though.
Exactly. So that's why they have it number 3. Or do you want a random game called Dead Planet .5?
Oh my god.
Exactly. So you can't complain. Yep. Imagine that. It's like, okay, here's the first game. Here's the second. We're going to make it a prequel. Here's .5.
Oh my gosh.
Now, would you rather have it be 3 or .5?
Probably 3.
Exactly. That's why they did it.
It's like another game, Mirror's Edge, which is a fantastic game. I haven't beaten it yet, but...
I've heard of Mirror's Edge.
But either making it or are made it. I'm not sure if it's released yet. I don't think it's released yet, but it was supposed to be. It's a sequel, but it's also a prequel because it takes place before. Actually, I'm not even sure how, when it takes place, but it's the character that calls Faith, which is a female runner in the game. They're called runners. They do awesome acrobatics and moves like that. And so it's exploring her, or it's basically an origin story of how she became who she is. And I guess I'm not, since it's a prequel, because you expect people especially to call it Mirror's Edge 2. It's actually called Mirror's Edge Catalyst.
Yeah.
So, I don't really know. It just seems like a fun game.
Yeah.
I haven't beaten the first game, but it is one of those more difficult challenges. So yeah, and let's see. So I talked about this a little earlier, maybe 10 minutes ago, about annual games. Because you know how different developers are releasing a game in that.
I think you kind of talked about that when you were talking about Call of Duty. They make a game every year.
I mean, it's not just Call of Duty. It's not just Battlefield.
Well, no, that's where you were talking about, I talked about 10 minutes ago.
Mm-hmm.
That's you're talking about Call of Duty. It's like they're gonna make a game every year.
Well, it's not just that series. It's like
I know.
multiple
You said though. It's just when you're talking about Call of Duty.
Yeah.
That's what you were talking about.
I mean, annual games. I mean, it's getting kind of repetitive, honestly.
Well,
every year.
Making a game every year, then it's probably perfect.
I mean, could you handle that if you found out they were doing a game every single year?
I probably could. If it's good quality, then yeah. If it's not, then it's kind of bullshit.
Because it's a thing now. I don't hate it, but it still feels like too much. Because I feel like they're kind of making too many games every year. Kind of like with too many movies, if you know what I mean, right?
Yeah.
But still. So yeah, what do you think on that?
I don't know.
You don't know?
I really don't know or care.
You don't care at all.
I don't know.
Well, you probably care about the fact that they make annual games every year.
Whatever.
And then someone's tired.
I don't focus much. I don't focus much on when
yeah.
I made the game.
What?
I don't play much games, so I don't know.
That's fine. The one game franchise that I love that they making a sequel, or not really a sequel, making a new game in the franchise in the Legend of Zelda. They're releasing it next year.
Are they releasing?
They haven't really titled it yet, but it's called Legend of Zelda.
Okay.
And for the Wii U, sorry, not the Wii U. Out of the original plan was put on the Wii U, but it's not actually essentially going to be on the NX, and there's actually a rumor about a female Link, Linka or whatever.
What Linka?
And that could be a female Link on the NX, but it's with this female protagonist based off originally.
So then what is Zelda gonna be?
I don't know. Zeldan. Zeldor. Zeldan.
The Legend of Zeldor.
Oh God. You seriously?
Well.
But I'm kind of getting a little annoyed when they take a character and they basically gender shop it for games.
Gender bend?
It's like Indiana Jones for Tomb Raider.
Gender bend?
Gender bend. Then make a new. It's like you have Tomb Raider and you have.
Oh my God! There's so much gender
Uncharted.
bend of Link already.
Uncharted and Tomb Raider. That's basically the same game, right?
There's so many gender bend of Link already.
Really?
Oh God! Let's show. Yep, I gotta show you. Okay.
Cool.
Link gender bend.
Wow. Okay, I'll have to see this.
Okay, hold on. I'll go back to Safari.
Yeah. This podcast is going pretty well, I think. We're just listeners. We are actually just pausing for a moment to look at something, and then I'll put the link up, hopefully.
Here. Scroll through these.
Oh my gosh.
No, I mean like this.
Holy shit. My God. Oh God. Gross.
What?
Link gender bends.
Oh my gosh. Wow. My gosh.
Yep, that's a lot of Link gender bend.
But anyway, yeah. I mean, I've been a fan of Legend of Zelda series, and I haven't played all of them, but I have played a number of them. And I mean, honestly, I have to say my favorite Legend of Zelda game is Twilight Princess because it's one of the longest games in the franchise, and it's actually my favorite incarnations of Link because I had an awesome costume.
Yeah.
And Twilight Princess is one of my favorite. It's really just dark and creepy and awesome. I mean, there's not many Nintendo games that I actually like. Like, I actually noticed that several characters, Nintendo has a whole thing where they have different properties, and so like Mario pop up in Legend of Zelda, and Legend of Zelda Pop and Mario.
Yeah.
It's really weird.
Yeah.
You ever noticed that?
With what?
Like how the two main core people of the Nintendo franchise, Legend of Zelda and Mario, have kind of like traded things, and like one will make a cameo in this game, and one will make a cameo in that game. It's very odd. I mean, like, kind of. I mean, I think another thing that we should talk about is with the whole Roman numeral thing.
What do you mean about Roman numerals?
Like, cause a lot of
I, double I, triple I,
yeah.
IV, V, VI, VII, VIII, IX, X.
Yeah, that kind of thing. It's like the one game that does that is Final Fantasy.
Yeah.
They've been doing that forever. You got all these, and like, but if someone doesn't know how to read Roman numerals, then how do you play it? How do you even know what it says?
I don't know.
If it's like, I'm gonna play Final Fantasy V, it's like,
I'm sure you
what
got
does that
someone.
mean?
I'm sure you got someone who understands Roman numeral.
But what if they don't? Because
I don't know what
it's
to
like,
tell you.
I mean, there's some games that aren't even released out of Japan. Like, at all. They're not even released outside of Japan. That's really annoying.
Yeah.
They do that. And, like, you got Dragon Quest or / Warrior, then you got Final Fantasy, and that's what, actually, Fable does it too. And Diablo. Except, Diablo, the third game is just a claw.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I mean, I noticed that there are many games that use Roman numerals, and I'm kind of getting it gets a little weird.
Yeah.
It's a little weird because you end up reading it as it's like you have it like say like Final Fantasy IX 9.
Yep.
You end up reading it as Final Fantasy IX, it's like, or Final Fantasy X. It's like, dude, you're saying it wrong. That's not how you say it. I mean, that's why I get a little annoyed by that.
Yeah.
When they make, I mean, I don't hate it, but it's a little weird when they make a game franchise that have them rules and they number it like that.
Yeah.
Do you think that's weird or?
Not to me.
Yeah. But I just find it really interesting because that happens in a lot of games where that'll happen.
Yeah.
I mean, they're starting to make a. Well, I mean, the games they have. I mean, I love video games, as you probably know that already. And video games have been around for a long time. You got. I think the first video game was Pong. And now, I love looking at video games now. It's like you got high definition graphics. Like awesome gameplay. Like now there's like 30 frames per second, 60 frames per second. It's like, what is it with the frame rate? Why do you have to like? Why does it always have to be 50 frames per second? Like, come on. It's like, seriously.
Alright, is there anything else on the list that we...
I think I covered everything that I wrote down.
Alright, cool.
Do you have anything you want to share?
Nah.
Steven?
No, that...
Steve?
Do you have anything to add?
No, I don't really have anything to add on that.
Okay.
That stuff.
How about we... I think we should end it by saying our favorite console and our favorite game. And that's a big one, but...
Alright, I can do this one.
How about, you start. The favorite console of the...
I haven't played many games, but the one that's most memorable. PS2, Monkey Balls 2.
You mean Monkey Ball?
Oh, I've heard of that one.
It's the game where you play the monkeys. It's kind of like Donkey Kong, but not quite. It's like you basically... The Monkey Ball is basically... I played the game, that's the GameCube, I believe.
Basically, you have to go through all these puzzles. You have to go through the goal. But it is just so amazing, like... I was young at the time, and I found it incredible.
It's basically these tiny monkeys in these balls. Hence Monkey Ball.
Yeah.
And you go around selling quests, and you go around and do little mini games, and it's a fun party fun.
Yeah.
I said fun twice, didn't I?
I don't know.
Although there's one game. Going off that, there's one game that loses friends. Mario Party.
Oh. Uno console games.
That is the one game that makes you lose friends.
No, frickin' just instant travel to the star. It's like, oh my fucking shit.
You stole my star.
I was one space away, and I had exact goal.
But like the one thing that makes the game fun is the villains, and those are like Ganondorf and Bowser. But like mainly Bowser, he's evil. He's always been evil.
Alright.
you know?
Yeah.
He's such a... Ugh. He's just like... I mean, he's the reason why we lose... Why we lose stars so fast. There's actually a mechanic in the game where you can...
Oh yeah, Bowser.
You can start with like 15 stars.
Yeah.
it's like okay, I want to win. It's like it can be. It's like you can actually, because one of the games it's basically cheating.
It's funny though because sometimes Bowser can actually help you unintentionally.
Yeah, and so you basically cheating. You can like add like I don't know 10 stars. Like I win.
Yeah. Basically, there's this mechanic where it's like you have these 3 slots, and so it's like a player.
Yeah.
What you have to transfer, and then another player. And sometimes it can help you because it's like you got a player, you got like transfer 2 stars, and it pops onto you. It's like, oh my god, I get 2 stars. It's like what?
But like
I get 2 stars.
the really annoying thing about
Thank
Bowser,
you, Bowser.
Yeah, the one really annoying thing about Bowser is the fact that there's some when you play the Bowser games, so if you're playing a Bowser game, you have to in order to survive, in order to actually beat the game, beat the mini game, you have to survive all your players. So if you're playing the game and you get pretty far, and then one of them gets dumb and everything and loses and like Luigi lost life. It's like, well, we're fucked. Because how the game works is if you lose one character, and you lose the game.
Oh God.
Because even if you make it, it's like Bowser wins automatically. It's like fuck you, Bowser.
Damn it, CPU.
That's why CPU kind of sucks. Because I mean, my party isn't all that bad, but there are some mechanics that are really annoying. Like the mini games are stupid. Well, not all of them, but quite a few of them are really annoying. I mean, they're doing 10 of those games. 10.
Yeah.
That's crazy. But honestly, great for a party. I mean, the only reason I say they lose friends is because you can argue so fast. You can get into arguments and you can get into fights.
That was so fucking cheap.
I've heard anymore that kind of thing.
Yeah.
So I get that. I mean, that's all I can say because Mario Party is one game that makes you lose friends really fast.
Steven, what's your favorite console and game?
I don't know. PS2. That's pretty much
your favorite game. What's your favorite game?
What?
Favorite game.
I don't have a favorite game. I just play certain games from time to time. I don't really have
what game have you been playing?
I don't know. I just like playing games.
Alright.
You don't have any in particular?
I don't know.
Well, for me, I've been in love with the Xbox 360 and just Xbox in general for as long as I've actually known to even know about what Xbox is. I kind of like all consoles, but there's one console that I love more than any of the consoles ever is Xbox 360. Yeah, I know Xbox One is way better. It's like all great and everything, but honestly, Xbox 360 rules all consoles. PlayStation side, I love PS2. PS2 is awesome. It just rules. Nintendo, the 3DS is also good. I mean, I know some people who I know and knew people who will only go on one console, and that's fine. That's just what they do. That's what they like. But I kind of like going all over the place. I like I have the 360. I have all 3 of the consoles that I love. I mean, my Xbox 360, and then I have my 3DS, and I have my PlayStation 2. I had a Wii, but it's like borrowed or whatever.
Yeah.
But I love those games. I grew up on them. It's never been a time where I don't like them because Xbox you get like some of those games like Lego games. I actually gave up on playing Lego games because I gave up on playing Lego games on anything but the Xbox because if you don't play it on the Xbox, you get an achievement every time you unlock a level.
Yeah.
On the other platforms you don't get that. It's like that's why I stopped playing Lego games on the other console because the only point is playing Lego games on the Xbox. So I'd say that my favorite. I mean, I don't really have a personal favorite. I mean, my top one. My top 3: 1 Xbox 360, 2 PlayStation 2, and 3 is 3DS. And my top game. Actually, I have to say 3 top games. Halo, Pokemon, and oh jeez, I don't really have a third one. I mean, I guess just my top two. Really, I don't really have a third one. So
Cool.
I think my top,
Halo and Pokemon.
No, actually, no. I take that back. Top one, Halo. Top two, okay, 1, Halo. 2, Pokemon. And 3, Lego games. You gotta love Lego games. The Lego games are awesome.
Yeah.
I just love them. There's some, especially since 2012, they've added like voice acting and stuff.
Yeah.
Like previous games, just like grunts and everything. It's just not fun. But yeah, I've just been. They make some great games, and I'm looking forward to see how they make some of their compilations and stuff. And so that's all I can really say on that, because I just grew up on Lego games and they're fun.
Alright.
So yeah, anything else we should talk about, or?
No, I think that's good.
I'm good.
Okay, well, thank you for listening to this week's episode of the Madhouse. I think we should end on a crazy note.
Yep.
Mad. We are all mad. You're insane.
Insanity.
We are insane. The deal is it.
Insanity.
Yeah. So just yeah.
Hey.
So anyway, thank you for listening. We will see you next time, or we'll just catch up. We'll see you next time for the next episode, and that'll do it. All right.
Hey.
Bye.
Bye.
Adios.